with his fire tag. Punch the gas, run into the future.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the Cowboys and the Saints on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to throw right away. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, and it's Pollard again. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, nearly intercepted right away.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that's a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your #1 thing is protect the punter, because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
They juked him. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. 1st down, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
Play clock about to expire. Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. Second and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On play action, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Spins away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 36 yards. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carr now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it back.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. All right, now they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the LA Chargers matching up against the Denver Broncos. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gott. Our two squads making their final adjustments prior to the second half kick. Which team will be the one standing as NFC champions at the end? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Carr now on 1st down. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This 2nd and 4. Carr to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So Carr will exit stage right and on his Lutz for the Saints field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now Lewis selects to return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A 10th carry. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. And he'll get this forward for about 3 to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is good for a first down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Pollard going to try the right side. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Running right, it's Pollard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 110 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
First down, Dallas.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Saints 3.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What's up?
Carr going to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's caught inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Flush to his right. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Prescott. He's got a man, complete. There he goes again. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing